Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. Yes, where you will discover exactly what it is. Now, as you can see, I have on my two-tone blazer dress. This is two-tone or triple tone kind of. It's white and black. Yes. So we do have this available on my website, listed below at cportraitsmagazine.com. Now, as you can see behind me is this beautiful blue dress, which will go perfect with this, which I keep trying to put my blue sparkly purse with everything. But this is a blue sparkly dress. It is a fitted, stretchy dress. You can put it along with one of our wonderful pair of heels. This is a size 8.5. We also have this in the 9.5. I don't even have it in my size. But these are perfect. These are only $20 at our store, so it's not expensive at all. We have these in different sizes, but these go perfect with the dress. So we have this available. You can get the purse. We also have the two-toned. And since I always tell you guys to go beyond the cover so you can discover, we also have our wide angle lenses that you can attach to your smartphone. Now we know that the signal always messes up every time I get on here, but we have the beyond the cover wide angle lenses that you can purchase at our store, which is also still located on our website at cportraitsmagazine.com. We also have the beyond the cover earphones, earplugs. We have that available. These are very cool. We have these in black and white, two-tone. We also have them in the red and white, and we have them in blue and white. So we have all of that, as you know. Now, we also have our catalog completed. I will have those available hopefully by Thursday. I don't know. We still have our lookbooks. If you just want a lookbook just to look at and see the items that we have that available. Our catalogs will be for everyone to be able to actually purchase from the catalog, uh, whatever you desire. We also have our $10 subscription boxes, which have our candles, a prayer card, and prayer note cards. And of course, if you do not want to get our $30 subscription box that comes with this journal, you can get this journal at our store as well. With God, all things are possible. So now I got all of that out. Now you know you can get the shoes here. These are just $20. The dress is just $25. So you only at $45 for a whole sophisticated, classy outfit. Now, the purse is only $10, so you at what, $55 for a whole outfit? Then you spend what, $4 or $5 on the earring sets, uh, earring and necklace sets. You only at $60 for a whole outfit, and you out the door. You can't beat that. So, and it's classy, great material. It doesn't shrink, so you get good quality clothing. So, classy. I'm more to Classy Boutique. That's done. Now, um, as you guys know, the title of today is God is adjusting and aligning you for prepping you for the position that would change your life. He's prepping you for the position that he's positioning you in, that is going to change your life. Now, Shanita, what are you talking about? Well, as you know, I was just in a wreck last month, and with being in that wreck, I went to get checked out to make sure everything was a-okay. So, they try to adjust you and align you and get you into a position that, will change your life physically, um, with your physical appearance and make sure everything is aligned. Well, before God is bringing us to the next position, he has to adjust a few things and get us into alignment so he's prepping us for the position that he's positioned us in, so we will be in the best position of our life, because this next position that he is getting us and prepping us for and adjusting and aligning us for is going to actually change our entire lives, like literally. So he has to readjust, realign. Now, I've already been aligned and adjusted from my last wreck. And I'm like, but I learned from my last wreck. So, I'm like, okay, even though I don't feel like anything is wrong, let me make sure and get, adjusted or aligned in whatever areas I need to be adjusted and aligned. So I can be in position, so I can be ready for whatever it is. So he's prepping me and getting me ready for this position that he is positioning me for, that is going to change my life forever. It's like I'm gonna be a whole new creature. And I'm scared to say this stuff. I don't know what he got me saying. But it's just like the phoenix. It's just like the picture of the painting on my Facebook page. There was a painting of me welcoming everyone to Christ and, to the kingdom and all that. That was painted before I even started my YouTube, my Roku, or any of this. So he was positioning me then and letting me know and prepping me and giving me a glimpse of what he was going to do. Now, same thing that, happened with Yahweh, Jesus, as we know. Before the pilot, well, he said just jump into the word. So I'm going to jump into the word. We know that the signal always messes up. We ain't worried about that. So we are in John. It's not First John, it's just John, regular John. The 18th chapter, starting at the 28th verse. And it says Jesus, but we know it's Yahweh before Pilate. And don't get stuck on the name and all of that, because God has answered to all of it for me. He still blesses me even when I was just saying Jesus. So don't get fixated on that. So we're on John the 18th chapter, starting at verse 28. It says, then the Jewish leaders took Yahweh from Caiaphas to the palace of the Roman governor. By now, it was early morning, and to avoid ceremonial uncleanness, they did not enter the palace because they wanted to be able to eat the Passover. So Pilate came out to them and asked, what charges are you bringing against this man? So he's coming out. He's like, what charges are you bringing against this man? What has Yahweh done? Period. Now, if he, then, they have to have their little smart, idiotic remark. So they said in verse 10, if he were not a criminal, they replied, we would not have handled him. We would not have handed him over to you. Pilate said, take him yourselves and judge him by your own law. Like, I don't have any parts of this. Y'all don't really have anything against him, but you want me to judge him and all this stuff, and y'all have nothing to tell me that he has done. Judge him yourselves. I don't have this to do. Basically, that's what he's saying. Go judge them yourself. I don't have this to do. Period. That's what he said. So, so they replied, but we have no right to execute him. They objected. This took place to fulfill what Jesus had. verse 32. This took place to fulfill what Jesus had said about the kind of death he was going to die. Pilate then went back inside the palace, summoned Jesus, and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" He's like, "Are you the king of the Jews? Before I even judge you, are you the king of the Jews? Because I'm trying to figure this out. I didn't even want to judge you. I don't even know what you did, but are you the king of the Jews? That's what I need to know. Are you the king of the Jews?" And Yahweh replied, he said, "Is that your own idea? Like, are you asking me that for yourself? Is that your own idea or what? Is that your own idea or did somebody else tell you? Did somebody else talk you into this? Is this your own idea?" Or did others talk to you about me? Is this your own idea or is this what others talk to you about me? And see, I know y'all are like, well, how does that even relate? What is the point of this? Because how that relates into today. Like I said, I was in a wreck last month. And the craziness behind this wreck, like I was clearly hit from behind. I mean, there's a whole indentation in the back. I mean, literally, it was totaled out. So that should tell you a little something. Totaled out. Don't know what else you could say, but reported it, try to get it amended, try to get all this stuff done, simple, something that he could have just put as a hit and run or something. If you're saying that the lady that was there that said that she hit me did not hit me, then who hit me? Somebody clearly hit me. Oh no, what did they say to me? Oh, you must have hit a fire hydrant or something. So I just bounced off the fire hydrant and bounced forward. I mean, come on now. Who told you this? Who? Because this clearly did not come from me. This is not my statement. Y'all never got my statement. Like, this makes absolutely no type of sense. Like, you sit here putting nonsense on, and I'm the one that called your other lady that was not my color. Didn't even call. She was on the phone with her mother. But, God is going to handle all this. I'm not even worried about it. But I'm trying to let you see how this is happening today. The injustice, the extraness, the lying for no reason. Like, what are you lying for? What are you gaining out of this? Because you're not going to gain anything. Absolutely nothing. Because, anyways, it says, he said, or did others talk to you about me? That's what I'm asking the supervisor. Are you asking me my side, or are you just coming to me with statements that someone else told you? Are you really asking me, or are you coming to me with statements that someone else said to you? That makes absolutely no sense. They have no evidence of nothing. No dang on fire hydrant. Like, this is idiotic. But, this is idiotic too, the way they are treating Yahweh. He has never committed a sin, but yet they sit here trying to crucify him. Makes no sense. So that's why Yahweh asked. He said, is this your own idea? Or did others talk to you about me? Then he said, then the person tried to be smart and say, am I a Jew? Pilate replied, your own people and chief priests handed you over to me. What is it you have done? Your own people handed you over to me. So what is it that you have done? You had to do something if your own people. Come on now. Come on now. So Yahweh replied, he said, my kingdom is not of this world, period. See what you're not going to do. And I told the captain, supervisor, whatever. I said, that's fine. Since you said you're not going to amend it and all this, that's fine, sweetheart. That's fine. Because I'm not about to argue with the fool. My father told me not to argue with fools. Oh, then they got big mad. Just because I said that my father, that's the truth. That's a fact. My father said I can't argue with fools. It's foolish. So it's in God's hands now. But they wasn't even scared. They so big headed and stubborn that they wasn't even scared. But y'all got to see something that y'all ain't never seen before. So I'm giving y'all glimpses of what's going on so that y'all know before it happened. Now, Yahweh said, my kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders. But now my kingdom is from another place. Therefore, I'm not of this world, sweetheart. My kingdom is somewhere else. Period. Because if my kingdom was of this world, then they will be making sure I don't get arrested. They will be preventing me from getting arrested. That's what Yahweh said. He said they will fight to prevent my arrest. Then the pilot said, he said, you are the king. So you are a king then. Yahweh answered, he said, you say that I am a king. In fact, the reason I was born and came into the world is to, let's get to the point, testify to the truth. The truth. All I'm trying to do is tell the truth. That's it. That's it. Everyone on the side of the truth listens to me. Everybody that knows about the truth listens to me. That's dealing with the truth, facts, reality. Then the pilot said, what is truth? What? You don't know what truth is? He said, what is truth? Retorted Pilate. It says, with this, he went out again to the Jews gathered there and said, I find no basis for a charge against him. So at least he had a little bit of common sense at this moment. He has no basis, no nothing to file charges against him. But it is your custom for me to release to you one prisoner at the time of the Passover. Do you want me to release the king of the Jews? They shouted back, no, not him. Give us Barabbas. Now Barabbas had taken part in the uprising. So you rather let Barabbas go instead of Yahweh. Yahweh haven't done anything, but you let Barabbas go. Same thing with me. I'm the one that got hit in the wreck. But you rather let the little woman that hit go on somewhere, but you want to get that out of here. Get this out of here. They shouted no. So then Pilate took Yahweh and had him flogged. The soldiers twisted together a crown. So this is the adjusting and aligning. They twisted together a crown of thorns and put it on his head. They clothed him in a purple robe and went up to him again and again, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And they slapped him in the face. Now he's going through all of this, getting slapped in the face. In the face. In the face. Who can go through this? Who? Once more, Pilate came out and said to the Jews gathered there, Look, I am bringing him out to you to let you know that I find no basis for a charge against him. When Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, Pilate said to them, Here is the man. As soon as the chief priests and their officials saw him, they shouted, Crucify, crucify. They want an innocent person crucified. What kind of mess is this? But Pilate answered, You take him and crucify him. As for me, I find no basis for a charge against him. The Jewish leaders insisted, just like they insisted on keeping this nonsense, insisted, we have a law, and according to the law, he must die because he claimed to be the Son of God. What? He is. What kind of message? You don't even know what the truth is. When Pilate heard this, he was even more afraid, and he went back inside the palace. Where do you come from? He asked Yahweh, but Yahweh gave him no answer. Do you refuse to speak to me? Pilate said. Don't you realize I have power either to free you or to crucify you? Yahweh, like, I ain't worried about you. Just like I ain't worried about them. I'm not worried about you because I already have the Almighty on my side. God for me, who can be against me? Period. So Yahweh answered. He said, you will have no power over me. Period. Listen. We are in John the 19th chapter, verse 11. Yahweh said, you will have no power over me if it were not given to you from above. Period. You will have nothing. What kind of mess is this? Therefore, the one who handed me over to you is guilty of a greater sin. The person is guilty of. But anyways, let me finish. From then on, Pilate tried to set Yahweh free, but the Jewish leaders kept shouting, if you let this man go, you are no friend of Caesar. Anyone who claims to be a king opposes Caesar. What kind of mess is this? When Pilate heard this, he brought Yahweh out and sat down on the judge's seat at a place known as the stone pavement. It was the day of the preparation of the Passover. It was about noon. Here is your king, Pilate said to the Jews. But they shouted, take him away, crucify him. Shall I crucify your king? Pilate asked. We have no king but Caesar, the chief priest answered. What? Finally, Pilate handed him over to them to be crucified. Now they are about to crucify an innocent man. An innocent man that only told the truth. The truth. So I hope that as God is adjusting some things, as he is adjusting in my life, this situation, I was in a wreck, so then I have to be readjusted, realigned, and all this stuff, so he can position me for something that is going to change my life forever. This is the same. We have to go through. We're not going through the same thing because I don't speak that over my life, but it's very similar. So we have to go through certain things, and Yahweh went through way more than we did. Like, they slapped him in the face, did all this stuff to him. And because he already knew what was going to happen anyway. And when we are God's children, God basically enlightens us and lets us know before anything happens what's going to happen. So he enlightens us and tells us beforehand, look, this is what's going to happen, but I got you. So don't worry about this. They're going to try this, but I got you. So don't worry about it. So the same thing he did with Moses when he was delivering the people out of Egypt. All of that, he already told them that Pharaoh was going to God hardened Pharaoh's heart. So God had already hardened Pharaoh's heart. So he already told Moses. But I guess Moses kind of forgot when he was going through the adjusting and aligning part. And all the stuff that they had to go through, because before they got delivered, Pharaoh, because God told him he was going to harden his heart, but Pharaoh's heart got hardened, and he made it harder on the other people. So therefore, they had to adjust to a harder situation before they were delivered out of Egypt. But God was allowing them to adjust as he was aligning them to position them for the position that was going to change their life. And what he did with Yahweh is going to change. It changed all of our lives. We would have been gone a long time ago. But thankful to Yahweh that, he did what God had him to do. And, he rose up, and, at the end of the day, they didn't kill him, period. So it don't matter what they tried to do to you. I'm here to tell you, as I'm going through, that's why I tied in some of my stuff so you can understand that I'm not just telling y'all stuff like I'm not going through nothing and everything's hunky-dory over here. No, as I'm going through and encouraging other people, God is encouraging me to let me see and let me know that, look, they couldn't kill him. They couldn't do nothing to the people when I was delivering them from Egypt. They kept trying to come and attack and attack and attack. But that's why I made it harder on them, because I was having them to adjust to the harder situations before I was able to deliver them. Because I was aligning them and positioning them for the position that was going to change their lives forever. I was taking them to the milk and honey. But it got harder before it got easy. So we have to go through this part of the readjusting. I have to go through the part again of the readjusting and the aligning, so I could be in position for the position that God has for me that is going to change my life forever. So I say all of that on today to encourage you guys to go beyond the cover and discover and to stick with the truth. Because I've never in my life, I mean, I'm too old to be dealing with this stuff. Like, this is ridiculous. And to see that it's been going on since Yahweh's time, it's time out. It's time up for this ignorance. Because the truth is the truth. And I mean, and this is so true today. Like, people are so evil and fixated on their own opinions and not facts and not the truth. It is ridiculous. It's mind-boggling. And they're not scared of God. They're just like so hard-hearted and wanting their way and doing things their way, and they're so used to doing. But watch what God do. I want you to watch what God does. As you seen what he did in Yahweh's situation, rose him right back up like he told him he was going to do. Just sit back and watch. When I say when God moves, he moves. I'm telling y'all, I went to National College. I went to Regency Beauty Institute. Y'all don't see that anymore. Both of them were on Kingston Pike. Regency was next to Chuck E. Cheese, and National College was behind Walmart on Walbrook. So neither one of them are open, but those two schools, big old schools, thought that they could talk to me and do me any kind of way, and look at God. And that happened shortly after they did that to me. Tell me something. So these high-minded people, just like David beat Goliath. Goliath thought he was so big and all this stuff. But see, David wasn't worried because he knew God was bigger than Goliath. You think you're fighting against me, but you're fighting against the Almighty. So don't worry about what these little giants that seem big in your life say or do or try to do to you, because they are not bigger than God, sweetheart. And then with them not being afraid of God, they are provoking his wrath, sweetheart. So you don't have nothing to worry about, because God about to deal with them. Now, I understand why Yahweh prayed for them, for they do not know what they're, because they don't. They really don't. When I started seeing how God deal with the enemies, I'm like, oh, shoot, dang, God, you got to do all of that. So don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. God got them. Period. I'm a living witness. I see it all the time. I can tell y'all some stories that has happened in my life to my enemies, but he has not released me to say any of that. So just know, as we have read, he got your enemies. Period. Like he washed the enemies when he delivered them out of Egypt. He washed their enemies ashore just so they could see, look, you ain't got to worry about them no more. They're dead. They're not coming back alive. I already handled them. What you worried for? What are you worried for? God for you, who can be against you? He is adjusting and aligning you for the position that's going to change your whole entire life. He was adjusting and aligning them for the position that was going to change their whole entire life. He delivered them through parting the Red Sea to the milk and honey. But see, when stuff don't look like it's supposed to and what God had promised you, then you want to have an attitude. No, he's adjusting you and aligning you for that position that's about to change your life. You're not ready for it with that mindset right now. So he's changing and adjusting some stuff. He has to adjust you again. I'm getting readjusted now. But I understand the assignment. Put some respect on his name, period. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let's go beyond the cover so that you can discover God beyond the cover